Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to continue working on our 6x6 3D page mini album. I do have a full video tutorial on making the base of the book, which I'll link down below. Then I had a second video decorating the 3D pages. So again, if you missed that video, I will have that one linked below as well. And today I want to continue working on the pages. So we also have in between each of the 3D pages, we have the regular pages, and we just added some different flaps and things like that, and they're all a little bit different, but they're gonna be super easy to kind of go through and just finish decorating and maybe adding some other elements as well. And so I am using the Into the Wild collection by Ciao Bella. I think this collection is so pretty for the fall, and it's just perfect. I love all the images, and I am using the 6x6, which is mainly what I use for the 3D pages. I also have the A4, which is what I use to cut all these like elements, and now I'm gonna be playing with again the 6x6, and also I do have the 12x12 pattern spot and the 8x8. So on this video I'm just going to decorate the pages, and then on the next video we're gonna be I'm gonna show you how to do a really easy 3D cover to have for your book as well. But today let's just go ahead and finish up with the inside of the book. So I'm gonna start with this accordion piece section, and so all of these pieces are, I believe, 6x6. Let me just double check. Okay, so this one will be 5 3/4 by 6, and then the back page is 6x6, and this is also 6x6. So we have 4 of those 5 3/4 by 6. So we're gonna cut 4 pieces, and I'm just gonna use what I have left here from the 6x6. So this is the perfect mini album if you have a lot of 6x6 papers that you want to just kind of work from your stash. But again, this collection is just so pretty with all the fall images. What I love about the 6x6 is that on the back you also have all these different elements that you can cut apart and use to add more detail to your pages as well. So back to this, I'm going to cut these pages at 5.5 by 5 3/4. Okay, so I am going to use 4 of those. I'm gonna use this one here, 5.5 by 5 3/4, and then I am going to cut 2 pieces, actually 3 pieces here. Let me just do this and this, and we're gonna cut these ones at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, so I have 3 of these here. Now let's go ahead and glue these pages, and then we're gonna add some other features to these. So this is going to open up like that, and on these 2 panels we are going to add the pieces that are 5.5 by 5 3/4. So I'm just going to go ahead and add my glue. Okay, so now I'm going to glue the 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. My daughter just walked in here and asked me if we can set up the Christmas tree. It's like, we're still It's not even Thanksgiving yet. It's not even fall. It's not even October. Oh, these kids. Anyway, so I'm just gonna glue these down. Okay, so I put those two here, and then I'm going to put this other one right here on the first page. For here, this page that opens up like this, I want to add another little pop-up. So for that, I'm going to be using some cardstock, and I'm just gonna use my lightweight. Okay, and so I'm gonna cut this page at 4.5 by 8. Okay, and we are going to score. This is gonna be just a very simple pop-up, and so we're gonna score this along the 8 inches at 4 and along the 4.5 at half. Okay, so that way you have two 4x4 sections to add pictures. And I'm just gonna fold these along the score line, and I'm going to add double-sided tape on this 1/2 inch section here. Okay, so I'm gonna add tape, and then we are going to fold this way as well. And then you want to cut these corners out, okay? And you're going to end up with a piece that looks like this. And then, so this is going to be placed for pictures mainly. So I'm just gonna actually cover that up with some white cardstock, and you don't have to do this, but sometimes it's easier to do that before we put the pop-up. So I'm going to cut two pieces at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, and then we're just going to glue those on the front. So remember that your tape is facing the front right now. Okay, and we're going to put 1 and 2. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to fold this back, and basically you want to put this upside down. And let's bring this back, and we're gonna open that page here. This is our accordion fold, so you could put it here or you could put it here. So I'm just gonna put it on this page, and you want this center line here to be aligned with the center line there. So you want this little tip right there to be basically touching right there, and then you want to rotate this so it's at an angle and nothing is kind of coming out from any side. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this a little lower, and then we're going to remove the tape, close this page, and then we're gonna open it and remove the tape on the other side and close the page. Okay, so now when you open it, you're gonna have a quick and easy little pop-up feature on that page. So here I'm gonna leave plain, so that's gonna be 1. Now for these 2, we have here like twin pages type of thing. I am going to also be adding my design paper, but this time I'm actually going to be using the large design. So I'm going to use this sheet of 12 by 12, and I'm just gonna cut this at 5 3/4. Okay, and then we're gonna cut this at 5 1/4, and then also this here at 5 1/4. And then I'm going to cut the other side here at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, so 2 pieces of these. There we go. And then I'm going to cut 2 images from this page here. So then I'm going to use my cardstock base, and I am going to cut 2 pieces at 2 by 6.5, and I'm gonna do the same here, 2 by 6.5, and then we're going to score these pieces here. We're going to score at 2, at 3, and at 5, and at 6. Okay, same for this one, 2, 3, 5, and 6. And we're just going to make those 3D pop-ups. I think we did that before for the 3D pages, and we're just gonna connect these 2 ends here. So you're gonna add glue on that 1/2 inch section and just close this piece, and then we're gonna do the same for this other side here. So I'm just gonna add the glue and add this piece there, and then we're going to bring back our page, and we're gonna open this up, and you are going to glue this piece here really close to the bending line. So you're gonna glue the bottom or one of the big areas and one of the sides. Okay, so I'm going to add glue here, okay, and then on one of the sides, and you're gonna put this right there. Okay, and then we're gonna close that and press down. Okay, and let's do the same for the other page. So I'm gonna add the glue and on one of the sides, and then you want to put this right on the bending line and close this page. Okay, and then press down. And then we're going to use our little cut aparts, and I'm going to open this up. Now you have the little pop-up base. If you look at it from the top, you can see the dimension, and we're going to glue one of these here. So I'm going to add glue right there, and this could also just be a simple piece of cardstock, so you can add a picture, but I just wanted to play with the elements of the collection. And then same thing on this other side. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay, let me just cut that and add the glue, and then we're going to put this right there. And again, this could be a place for a picture if you just put a piece of cardstock, or you can just add a picture on the back. And there you go. And then I went ahead and cut some more of these sections, these little cut aparts. Again, this collection comes with a lot of different elements to just simply add on your pages like that. So I'm gonna put that here, and you can always just add a picture on the back right there. Okay, and so now let's move on to the next page. So this one's gonna be the same, 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Same for the back, so we're gonna need 2 of those. And then these ones here will be 5 3/4 by 5 1/4. So I just finished adding all the paper, and I also went ahead and used some of my cut aparts and just create a little like tag places like that. And so what I want to do now is just add another little feature on this page here. And so I'm going to be cutting one piece of my cardstock, and this is going to be 5 by 8, and we are going to score along the 8 inches. I'm going to score here at 1, at 2, and at 7. I'm actually going to make this at 7 here instead. Okay, so it will be by 7 instead of by 8 because I don't want this piece to be too big. So I'm going to score at 1, 2, and at 6 now. Okay, so 1, 2, and 6, and this piece is going to measure 5 by 7, and then I'm just going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so we're just gonna fold. So I'm going to use my cardstock, white cardstock, and just cut a piece at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and just glue this here. Okay, before we add this page. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my glue and just put that right there. And then we're going to add this piece to that page here. So we're gonna open this up and open this down. And then I am going to glue the side that has the 1 inch down to this panel here. Okay, so I'm just gonna add the glue right there like this. Oops. And then we're just gonna put this on the flap that opens, and you want to make sure not to glue on top of your bending line because this is still gonna open and close. And then for this other side, we are going to add glue on this 1 inch section on the edge. Okay, right there. And then we're going to fold these 2 sections back and then just close this page here. Okay, so now when you open this up, you're gonna have that 3-dimensional photo place, and then we're gonna close that up. And I think the last thing that I'm going to add here is another pop-up on this page, just like we did here. And so I'm just going to cut my cardstock at 4.5 by 8. And again, we're going to just simply score along the 8 inches at 4 and along the 4.5 at 1/2 inch. And then we're gonna fold and add the tape. Here we go. I'll put the tape here. And then we are going to fold this and cut. Okay, and cut. And now I'm just going to cut 2 pieces at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 here. And if I have enough, oh, just enough. And we're just gonna glue this down. Let me cut this a bit more. And I'm going to add my glue and put 1 on each side. Put that right there. And then I'm just going to bring this back and open this page, and then we're going to add that here. So remember, the center fold is what needs to be aligned with the folding line here. And then we're just going to rotate this, and we're going to remove the tape Okay, and then we're going to close and then open it again, and then remove the tape on the other side and close. And now when you open this, you're gonna have another pop-up page right there. And so there you go. So that is gonna be it for the pages. So I just added the 6x6 cards from the collection, some of these little tags. We have our 3D page, some expandable pieces with pop-ups, just added a little bit of detail. Here another 3D page, and super easy and fun to do. And so I just added a little bit of that, and I did distress these tags just to give them a little more volume. And so that is going to be this video. I hope that you guys enjoy decorating the pages with me and adding different details and elements to make your pages a little bit more fun, interactive, and more special as well. Next, we're going to be working on the covers, so make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you on the next one.